Hi, this is Don, the Mad Wizard Cole. I'm here to give you a brief introduction to the Eurostore Wizard's Order Checker. It's one of the best ways to quickly guarantee that customers have their shipping information on their orders, but more importantly, make sure all the orders are getting charged completely. I'm assuming you've downloaded the program from Eurostore Toolbox and have installed it on your computer. I'm going to run through briefly the key settings and how to operate the program. So let's go ahead and get started. The first time you start the program, it's going to come up with a box, as shown here, for the order checker settings. It's looking for your store ID, or store account name, the Yahoo user ID that you use to access that store, and then a couple other settings we'll go over briefly. For the store ID, it's usually an abbreviation if you have a legacy store, or it's YHST dash and a long series of numbers with a Merchant Solutions store. If you aren't sure where to find that, what you can do is you can go into your store manager, and in the top right there's an area for site settings and a link for store account info. When you click on store account info, it will go in, and then under store account name it'll have your ID right here, which you can just remember, or you can copy it. And then we're going to go back to store ID and fill it in. For Yahoo user ID, the program can keep track of multiple user IDs, but let's go ahead and add our first one. Click the drop down, click on Add New ID, and now we're going to type in the ID that we want to access the store with. You're also going to type in your regular password and your secure password, and hit save, and it will keep track of them in here. Now, your passwords are not sent anywhere except used when trying to access the store. They are also saved on your computer, but they are encrypted when they are saved, so your data is safe and you don't have to worry about the data going anywhere. The last two settings in here are your payment methods to ignore and a box to check canceled order. Payment methods to ignore is for payment entries such as purchase orders, checks, and the like, basically things that cannot be charged online in the store. So they're basically, when it sees a payment on that type on an order, it will skip that order and not even check the payment on it. Check canceled orders is pretty obvious. It checks canceled orders, otherwise it will just completely ignore canceled orders. So we'll go ahead and hit save. When you hit save, it'll pull up now the main screen that you will normally see when you start the program. It's got a box for a starting and ending order number. You can have it check shipped orders or charged orders or any combination of the two. So we're going to go ahead and type in a starting number. And the one good thing it will do is it's going to keep track as you are running. It'll keep track of what orders it's checked, and so when it completes, if you checked a range, it is going to keep track of which ones were okay, and next time you start the program, the starting order number will start with the last one that it had a problem with. So we're going to go ahead and hit check orders. In the bottom of the screen, you'll see it flipping around as it enters your store, puts in your keys. It's mostly there so you can see it, so in case there is a problem while it's processing, you will see that. You'll see that a problem may be getting into the orders, maybe you had your password typed incorrectly, etc. Now, as it's processing, it actually processes in batches of 50. If you look at the orders and the numbers in the top here, you'll see that it increments by 50 at a time for the ending order number. That's done to keep the batches small so it can operate efficiently and just basically roll through them. Also, so if you have any problems with orders, you'll have an idea where it happened because it was happening in the last batch of 50. As it processes, it's going to put in this main outstanding orders screen the list of the order numbers, the date of the order, the total amount of the order, and the balance due on the order, and then whether it's not been shipped. When it completes, you'll get a pop-up that basically says order verification complete. We hit OK. And now we can look at this list, we can scroll down, and obviously our store has got a whole lot of things because we never ship any order. So yours will hopefully have a lot less entries that come up. Now should you want, you can also click Print Problem List, and this will print the list out. That's the basic operation of the program. If you need to change what store you're working on, you can go back to Settings, and you can now type in a new store or use the drop down to get a previous store you've worked on. This is it. This is the basic intro onto the order checker. Hope this is helpful. Hopefully it can save you some money, and thank you for listening.